Hello and a very warm welcome to everyone to this very exciting webinar known as The Truth About Affiliate Marketing Other IM Gurus Won't Tell You About. My name is Fabian Lim and I'm CEO of WorldInternetAcademy.com. Now, what got me interested in wanting to develop a webinar like this was the fact that I felt it was high time that I review some of the less than honest techniques that other IM gurus are using to lure you into purchasing their quick fix solution. And affiliate marketing, for those of you who are unaware, is the technique of making money by selling other people's products. And it's certainly a very, very powerful way to generate income online. But I've seen and heard many, many scary failures of people who have attempted to succeed in affiliate marketing only to fail. And it is unfortunate because affiliate marketing is really a good way for anyone to get started online in internet marketing. So where does the problem lie? Is the problem regarding that of the industry itself, or what is it all about? If affiliate marketing is so lucrative, why are people not succeeding? And why all that frustration? And I experienced firsthand last week when I was in Malaysia doing a preview for one of my workshops, and I had a lady who came up to me very frustrated, and her first comment was that she had spent over 2 years trying to learn internet marketing. She had learned from a lot of gurus, some of them she paid a lot of money for live training, and she joined a lot of courses, bought a lot of ebooks, and even had some online coaching, but did not succeed at all. Now, the first point I need to make here is that she's not my student. She didn't learn from me, okay? But I asked her, I said, what do you do online? What is your focus online? And she told me that her focus was promoting ClickBank products via affiliate marketing. She says, I've learned all the techniques to promote ClickBank products via PPC, paid search, and I end up losing a lot of money. Now, at that time, I confirmed one more time with her and asked her, I said, can you please confirm you didn't come for my training at all? You have not attended any of my training. She says, yes, I've not attended any of your training, but I've heard about you. So I said, that's fine. I said, because if you had attended any of my training, you would have heard me say very explicitly to my students, do not promote ClickBank products using PPC. Now, I know those of you who have not had the opportunity to attend my live training workshops are probably wondering, why am I saying this? Isn't ClickBank a popular marketplace? Aren't there a lot of ebooks that show you proof that you can make money online via PPC promoting ClickBank products? Aren't a lot of gurus recommending that you buy these ebooks because it's probably the fastest way for you to make money? I mean, is there any truth with regards to all these things that are going around in the industry? And I just want to once and for all put on record some of my frustrations that I see, because it pains me when I talk to people who are ill-equipped to handle the markets online, and it also pains me to see a lot of people refusing to want to take action, refusing want to work hard, work proper in order to develop a full-time income. Maybe that's you today, and I hope that this webinar will help change your mindset a little bit. And I just want to tell you that regardless of where you are right now in internet marketing, whether you have had a resistance of getting started, for example, you find creating web pages too much hard work, you find doing keyword research too tedious, let me tell you this, it is not your fault. Okay, I'm not going to blame you for any of this, because quite frankly, your impression about making money online probably have been influenced by what we call the internet marketing gurus, the guys who boast that they make lots of money, drive fast cars, and buy houses, paying cash. And I think it's time that this entire fiasco stops, or at least, I mean, I can't change the world, but hopefully I can change the way you think. Those of you who are right now in the webinar. Now, a point I need to make is that I am friends to some of these gurus. Okay, I have to admit that I'm friends to some of them, and but there's a big difference, yeah, between what is ethical and what is not ethical. And I've severed ties with some of these people when I see the emails appearing and you're promoting crap after crap after crap products week after week after week. It makes me sick, yeah. And I've learned that I have to choose my friends a little bit more wisely in this case. So, but if you are going to be asking me which person or which product is exhibiting some of these negative aspects, I'm not going to be gunning down any guru if you're wondering, because there's really no point for that. But I will walk through with you what really goes behind the scenes in the IM world so that you at least are able to stay clear from any of the get quick rich type of products that appear in the internet, even if it's affiliate marketing or even if it's PPC or whatever the case is. So I want to start by revealing the truth number one. And this has irked me for a very, very long time as I see some of my used to be friends creating product after product after product with a whole lot of crap that does nothing but endanger that innocent newcomer to the internet. It also pollutes the industry because it makes any one of us who plays in this niche, and I play in the internet marketing niche, look like idiots. So they simply give internet marketing a bad name, and I think it's time that you are able to distinguish, yeah, a legitimate, valuable product or training from that of just trying to fill up the guru's pockets. So the first point is that some of these gurus are resorting to using misrepresented income proof on their sales page. As I said, I'm not going to tell you which gurus I'm referring to, nor which products. I think you're smart enough to figure it out after I tell you how they go about doing this. But it's true that many people are lured by proof, and especially by income proof. The bigger the income proof, the shorter the technique, the easier the technique is, the more sellable a product or the more sellable a technique is. I've been in internet marketing for 6 years. I do understand that if I could create a magic pill, a magic bullet that allows you to make money tomorrow with no effort at all, a little effort, I would be a multi-billionaire. I recognize that, but in my own journey as an internet marketer, after spending 6 years on the road, having spent $150,000, most of it going to crap products, I now am totally convinced that even if you find any what we call loopholes out there, whether it's due to the change in the search engines or a new technique that you identify, all these loopholes will be dominated by competitors in a very, very short span of time. Now, if you are wanting to know how to build a long-term sustainable business on the internet, then my advice to you is don't take shortcuts, because when you add numerous shortcuts, it becomes a very, very long cut. Very soon it becomes 2 years, it becomes 3 years, and you have not progressed because of your desire to find a shortcut. Now, I'm going to explain to you even how these gurus, or some of these gurus, I can't say many because it will implicate a lot of people. I can't say a few because it is really more than just a few people. Any guru who is playing in the internet marketing niche, and you can also take this revelation and judge me if you want, yeah, when I release products and how I go about representing income proof. Now, how it works is this. For someone to become a guru or who desires to be a guru, most gurus have their own products. Most gurus have their own unique techniques, unique approach to making money. And you know how it works is that this is pretty much a membership kind of business, the law of association. So let's say you want to become a guru. What must you do? Well, you have to come up with some clever technique to making money. It can be small money that you have made, but as long as it's a clever technique and you publish the technique and you're able to find a guru who could be your coach or mentor to help you promote your product, and this coach or mentor helps you find other gurus who help you promote your product, and eventually even the new guru ends up making friends with other gurus and buddies and creates income. Now the income that most gurus make, let me stress this, is that of selling their own product. How do I know this? As I said, I'm friends to many of these gurus, and it is true that creating your own product is really one of the fastest way to make money. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with conducting workshops or selling products. The issue I have here is the misrepresentation of the income that the technique is able to generate. So a typical guru would have tons of income from ClickBank, from CJ. I mean, they earn, of course, they earn the right to show their income. But the question is this: no one is disputing the income that they generated. I'm disputing the relevance of the income. So let's say they create a new product, a new technique, because, well, they have to feed their family as well, isn't it? They create a new product and they develop a new technique, let's say maybe a review template or a review technique for affiliate marketing. Now, if they're going to develop a new template or a new ebook or a new technique, they will probably have to show you proof that the template or the ebook works. And this is where the misrepresentation comes in, because what's going to happen is that it's going to be so convenient for them to use their previous income proof, totally unrelated to the new product, and use it as proof that the new product works. So you see, what's happening is that the guru is using an unrelated income proof. He slaps it on this new product and say, hey, buy my new ebook or course or training because you could be making this money, or this is how much this technique I'm going to be sharing with you earn me. And to me, that is obviously deceptive, because you are reading the sales letter not knowing that the income he's showing you or she is showing you was created or generated through other means. Most of the time, as I said, listen to me again, it is through product sales. Sales of their own ebooks, sales of their own techniques. Now, if that is the case, what the heck does affiliate marketing have to do with it? Most people, most gurus who call themselves affiliate marketers, do you know how they make money? They make money through their email list. I don't call myself an affiliate marketer, although I do know affiliate marketing. I do have a list. And I do know when I use that list, when I recommend a good product, and those of you who are on my list know that I don't disturb you, do I? Week after week, pitching to you products. I mean, I do occasionally find good products which I refer to you, and you jolly well know that I make an affiliate commission out of those products. I do it infrequent. But the point is that, I don't use those screenshots to create a new affiliate marketing technique and sell you those techniques. So to me, that is very, very misleading, because 90%, 95% of gurus don't practice what they preach. I mean, why would you? If you had an email list of 50,000 people, 100,000 people, 200,000 people through your offline guru buddies who help to cross-promote each other, why would you want to use PPC to sell a ClickBank product? Why would you want to use SEO to create a multi-page website? Why would you even want to work hard at all once you have reached that status? So the problem is that a lot of these gurus who are honestly successful because they rose to the ranks through ingenious advertising and products, but the problem is that they are now running out of ideas, and yet creating new crap after crap after crap. Sometimes just swiping somebody else's ideas and creating their own new product. But my main pet peeve is that they're using income proof that is totally false or even criminal. And as I said, I'm not going to tell you who they are, but I just want you to be careful. Because the bottom line is this: the more money you give them, guess what? When you buy something from them, they will use your purchase as income proof to sell other new products. And it's just the way it is. That these people, because of their high lifestyle and their high income needs, and the fact that many of them make a living through email marketing, they will click the email button every week because it's going to give them income. Now, I would have no problem if they were trying to sell you email marketing effectiveness as a topic, but affiliate marketing, you gotta be kidding me. Because the real affiliate marketing techniques talk about anyone without a list going into any market and promoting anybody's product and making a living out of that. That to me is real, legitimate affiliate marketing. And I don't consider someone a top affiliate marketer if he's just using email to sell products. Because number one, it's not replicable unless his techniques is talking about email marketing. But most of them don't talk about email marketing. They don't want to tell you that they're making money through you being the sucker on the list and you constantly buying product after product through them or from them. So remember that there is a membership out there, and affiliate marketing simply says Guru A promotes Guru's B product, and Guru B promote Guru's A product. That's affiliate marketing because it's selling other people's product. But what I'm telling you right now is that don't be misled by false proof of income, because trust me, if you had bought 2, 3, 4, 5 ebooks, you would have been very disappointed, because it seems that the income claim does not seem to materialize when you follow the technique step by step. And the reason for that is simply because, as I said, of the huge use of misrepresented income proof. Now the second aspect, especially in affiliate marketing, is the fact that people show you one side of their so-called profit and loss. It's easy to spend $100,000 a month and show you income commissions of 50,000, but because no one is going to know you spend 100,000 to generate 50,000. What you see is just $50,000 in affiliate commissions with this new technique. And honestly, if I could spend $100,000 to generate $50,000 and create a new product to help me generate $200,000 out of that product, it's gonna be worth the while. So again, be very careful about income claim and income proof. And honestly, if you have had a bad experience with one person or two person and they create a new product, let me tell you, it's very likely there's nothing new in those products, because many of these gurus are out of touch with real life techniques, because most of the time they basically spend their quality time thinking of new scams, new products to create, new bonuses to offer, and helping their buddies generate money and vice versa. So be very careful about this. Now, I want to talk about ClickBank. And this is where many people become very, very confused. They say, if affiliate marketing was easy, why can't I make a lot of money promoting ClickBank products? ClickBank seems to be the world's #1 digital marketplace. Why can't I make a single penny promoting a ClickBank product? Have you ever figured out the answer to this question? Is it because what is the reason? And let's explore that. #1, many new marketers are lured into affiliate marketing because, again, the I am gurus depict affiliate marketing as the easiest money you will ever make. Now, honestly, is that true? Because as far as I know, when I first started my journey, it wasn't that easy. So what is easy and what is not easy? Well, it's not whether it's easy or not easy. The question is whether it is effective. So scratch from your mind easy, because easy has no relevance to your bank account. You just need to know, Is a method effective or is it not effective? And if you keep on focusing for the rest of your life trying to find easy methods, then let me tell you this, I don't think you'll progress very much in this business or in any business. So don't go for easy, go for effective. Here's a fact. ClickBank is the most competitive affiliate marketplace. Exclamation mark. Okay, hotshot, you know PPC or you know SEO or you know affiliate marketing or you know social media. But just understand this, you are one of many hundreds, if not thousands, of affiliate promoting possibly the same product, using possibly the same techniques, using the same keywords even. Now the question is this. Most ClickBank marketers, and if you have not made money, you fall into that as well. Be careful when you are promoting a ClickBank product, especially when you do not offer any real value. So, what am I saying like this? For example, let me give you a technique. Buying the product name of a popular ClickBank product as a keyword for PPC. You have seen ebooks talk about that. So in dog training, you would buy sit, stay, fetch. In fitness, you would buy truth about abs, for example. Well, these are hyper competitive keywords. Now remember, ClickBank is the most popular marketplace, and if you are going to go in and do the same as 50 or 100 PPC advertisers, how on earth are you going to differentiate? How on earth are you going to make money? As I said, I'm not saying you cannot make money. I'm saying that if you found a loophole, it is going to be not sustainable. It's not going to be sustainable. Yeah. At best, you could make money promoting a ClickBank product using the product name. Maybe, yeah, within the first 48 hours of this new product coming out, and when people haven't gone on to the PPC game. But just by not adding any real value. Now, I'm making some subjections here, okay, that I'm not saying that everyone who promotes ClickBank products do not make money, because that would be a lie. There are people who make real money, okay, and the key here for ClickBank is to be able to offer real value, okay, and with this, I'm going to say that avoid what we call cookie cutter sites. It's amazing how people want to come online and become successful and are yet so lazy and buy cookie cutter solutions. So they buy sites where product reviews are written for them, for example, or they buy what we call made for SN sites. Now again, I'm not discriminating against these products. I'm not after the product developers. I'm after the people who buy these products and do nothing more than to slap it on a web page hoping to make money. So I'm not against people who create review sites, templates, and all those kind of stuff. I mean, if you were smart enough and you knew how to add value, you would know how to take those cookie cutter sites and create a differentiation website and differentiated content that gets indexed, that get ranked in the search engine, and so on and so forth. But the problem is that a lot of people don't have enough basic SEO knowledge even, for example. And if you're going in blind, then that's where your problem is. If you're just following the leader, following the trend, and you just buy ebook after ebook and you're chasing down the wrong guru, following the wrong guru, then you're in trouble because you're just looking for a quick fix solution and you're not going to get any results because there are people out there who make money. But these are marketers who know their stuff and who know how to add value to the marketplace. So I'm not saying that ClickBank products are not sellable. I'm not even saying that at all. I'm saying if you don't create any additional value, in your marketing, then you're not going to make money. Let's move on to the third truth about affiliate marketing. And this is on using pay-per-click advertising. Now make no mistakes, I'm a big fan of pay-per-click advertising. I use it for various purposes, but it seems to me that people are too eager to use PPC as a quick way to drive traffic. Now quick, certainly it is, but the problem is that if you promote products and use known methods, you're going to have a problem, because PPC advertising is fast becoming an expensive way to market affiliate products if you do not know what you're doing. So I'm always making what we call caveats here, yeah? If you do not know what you're doing. So again, I'm not saying that PPC does not work. I'm saying it may not work for you if you do not know what you're doing. And if you want to use PPC, then be a good PPC practitioner. Study the techniques, because many of the techniques that worked 2 years ago don't work today. And here's my take about it, because some people wonder, how on earth do I continue to make money, sometimes even direct linking to ClickBank products or direct linking to non-ClickBank products. I mean, how do I do it? Well, I do not promote very popular products, and I do not buy very popular keywords. So the reverse of this is true. You will unlikely find affiliate marketing profitable if you promote only popular products using obvious keywords. So if you're not creative and innovative in your keyword research, for many of you here who try to do PPC, you must understand PPC is a subset of keyword research. You use the wrong keywords, you use too popular keywords, and you will find it hard to make a living. So again, it is tempting to blame the product for your failure, whereas I would probably point towards your lack of techniques, your lack of creativity, and for not being successful online. There's always a reason. Now here's something you need to know. Google is clamping down on thin affiliate sites that do not add value to the visitor. Now trust me, I have been to Google's Singapore office. They do have an office in Singapore, and I've spoken to many of their top leadership people. One of them I spoke to is in charge of AdSense, and we had a very interesting discussion on affiliate sites. And I can tell you this, Google employees do not like affiliates, because if anything, affiliates create no value to the visitor. They create additional content with no additional value, or they clog up the PPC side of the search engine and threaten to lower visitors' user experience when they use Google as a search engine. Now, it is in Google's interest to make sure that their algorithm on both the PPC and the organic search, is tweaked to be able to automatically filter out bad sites that add no value. So for example, if you have a landing page and you are copying and pasting content from the merchant page and you're just replicating the merchant page, you're not adding value as far as Google's concerned. Okay, if you have a problem, don't come to me, go to Google. Okay, and thin sites, we're talking about single page landing pages, for example, they may not continue to work that much down the line. And here's a tip I'm going to give you. Now this is my own personal insight to it, and please don't quote me. I'm not saying scientifically proven. My hunch is that Google is beginning to look at your domain, the domain itself, where your landing page sits on. And if your main domain does not have decent content or a decent page rank even, don't expect your landing page to score well in the quality score of your PPC. Does it make sense? Now, you must understand that there are many sites out there, commercial sites, retail sites, sites that we help clients develop, professional clients who use PPC. We use landing pages. Now, how does Google differentiate the landing page of a credible dentist site, for example, versus that of an affiliate? And the answer is that there's not much difference, because an affiliate who's selling a dental product would kind of know how to tweak the landing page to look like a legitimate dental clinic landing page. But therein lies the difference. And the difference is in the main domain. So my message to all of you here is this: you better start creating credible sites on your primary domain if you want to continue using PPC down the road, landing pages and so on and so forth, because my hunch is that Google is going to pay more attention on your main domain, on your page rank on your main domain, and your landing pages associated with it. In other words, if you have a bad domain, a brand new domain with a badly created landing page, you're probably not going to find PPC advertising that economical. I'm not saying they're going to do it right now. I'm saying that they will progress and slowly move towards that. Now, is there a solution to all these eerie stories you have heard? Now, if you're new to internet marketing, don't be afraid by what I've said, because if you learn from the right people, if you learn the right techniques, if you learn not to chase after get quick rich solutions, and if you understand, you just need to understand that there are effective techniques out there that have worked for a long time. Those may not be the easiest things to learn, those may not be the fastest way to get rich, but there are certainly techniques to help you build a long-term sustainable income on the internet. My point is that you just need to know who to follow, who to learn from, and what to look out for. What's the solution? Number one, right? Don't fall for get quick rich affiliate marketing methods. As easy as it's going to sound, my point is that, even up to this stage, I buy books, I buy ebooks out of curiosity, out of suspicion, and time after time, they almost always, disappoint me in the fluffiness of the information, the outdatedness of the information, or the fact that the information is not specific enough to be helpful to you. Number two, develop domain expertise for the niche you wish to focus on. And this is really true. Rather than going into ClickBank and finding random products or Commission Junction for that matter, why not pick a niche? A niche is basically a topic where there are people all over the world interested in the same topic. Go for the topic and achieve some level of expertise, because if you don't have expertise in anything, it's going to show in the quality of your article, in the quality of your content, or whatever the case is. Develop domain expertise. Play for the long term. So if you're going to go into, let's say, guitar training or guitar lessons or piano learning, piano instruction or piano lessons, then have some level of expertise, because then you can afford to be discerning on what kind of products will help your niche visitors. I know of one or two good affiliate marketers in the real estate niche, and all they do is that, number one, they are real estate practitioners. Number two, they review real estate affiliate products. Yeah, in other words, affiliate products to help the realtor either drive more traffic, drive more leads to the internet, and they are very industry focused. And I know that they are highly successful because they have domain expertise. They hold teleseminars with their mailing lists very often, and because their reviews are honest, for example, people tend to want to believe them and follow them and take their advice. And in turn, they become very successful as affiliate marketers because they have domain expertise in the topic that they are promoting. Carefully research products that can benefit your niche. Affiliate marketing is about making money promoting other people's products. And if you want to have a long-term sustainable income in affiliate marketing, then do something to add value to your niche market. Now again, for example, if you are an expert in Forex, you've attended some Forex courses, and you know a thing or two and you have made some money, and I think in this case you should focus on Forex trading software, for example, as your domain expertise, and just work around that, because there are tons of Forex software and training out there. And if you can just point people to the most appropriate training, that's where you add value, but not without having domain expertise in the topic that you want to do well on. Now this is probably going to be new to you. Point 4, think profile rather than product. I see a lot of marketers promoting products, and you're making money just promoting products. So you buy the name of the product, the keyword of the product, and you're done with it. Well, try to think beyond that. When people have problems and they go online for a solution, do you think they only have one problem in their life? Do you think at that point in time they only need one product? What other help do you think they need? So you need to be a thinking marketer. So when I say profile, I mean profiling. Let me give you an example. If you are in a niche where you're dealing with mothers who have just given birth, or then you can say, well, if this is my niche, then I know that 6 months before they give birth, or 9 months before they give birth, it is the start of their pregnancy process. And you know that anyone who starts or who buys an ebook about pregnancy is going to give birth in about 9 months' time. You know they're going to have a kid, yeah, when they give birth. And many of these new mothers, for example, or new fathers go online to look for solutions. And therein lies the opportunity, because you know the time frame, you know the frame of mind you're in, and it's not just selling an ebook about, some benefit or some techniques on helping the mother slim down, for example. I mean, the thing is that if you have been a mother before, yeah, you would have gone through childbirth, and you know that there's so many complications there is. I mean, there's breastfeeding issues and everything else. So why not develop websites revolving around experiences you have had previously? Now in this case, I guess the men don't get it, yeah? But for the women out there, because there are many issues and challenges and related topics and websites and products that you can be sharing with them. I mean, come on, a kid will need a stroller, don't they? And if they are being transported in the car, they will need a car seat, which I know is compulsory in the US. So you need to be thinking along these lines, and therefore thinking about the profile of the person, the financial state they're in. Because when they come to your website, they're coming to the website as a human being with a specific need. That doesn't mean that they don't have other needs. Now I'm going to share with you a real solution on how to exploit the profile approach rather than the product approach. Now, as I said to you earlier, that it is in everybody's interest to have real websites that create real value, because Google is clamping hard on single thin affiliate sites. The solution to that is to have an appreciation of basic SEO even, because your domain name, the page rank it generates, and so on and so forth, is going to have an effect down the line. So why not start right now? Yeah, start right now and learn to appreciate the fact that Google likes multi-page websites. Google likes content-rich, useful information that enhances their customers' user experience. Now, how do you go about ensuring that you achieve a higher, what we call customer lifetime value? I mean, if you're going to buy paid traffic and send them to your website, well, that's a one-time visit, and you're hoping that they buy a product at that point in time. If they don't buy the product, then you may not make enough money. But what if you could help them along the way and develop a relationship with them? So I'm talking about being able to build a list using autoresponder services out there, because the autoresponder system will allow you to use effective email marketing to educate and promote useful products to your list. Because as I said, you need to understand that people just don't buy one product online. They have multiple needs. And if you can understand what their needs are and profile them and use an assumption and find related products. Again, if someone has bought some child product, children's clothing even, or children's furniture, you can assume that they may have a need for a car seat or a stroller. I mean, they're all related products, and they're common to that new baby that just came out. Now, if you're not familiar with PPC techniques, I suggest you sharpen out your techniques before you use PPC, because Google today is far more sophisticated than it was a couple of years ago. It looks at everything. It looks at your click-through rates, your quality score, and everything, and you need to understand the differences in ad positions, the keyword matching, negative keywords, to be able to create a successful optimized PPC campaign. And your landing page also has to be optimized. So now, if you don't understand what I'm saying right now, don't touch PPC, because there are other free traffic methods that you can use, and you can't go wrong with free, because whatever traffic you generate is free. Now, that's going to give you an action plan, and this is not meant to be comprehensive, but at least it's a guide for those of you with some experience. Number one, focus on a niche. Don't focus on products. Okay, focus on a niche. Now, it's okay to say that you want to focus on a weight loss niche, but focus on something very specific that you can, number one, penetrate the niche. Because remember, it's one thing to say, okay, I want to focus on dog training, but how are you going to market to these people? Are you going to be using paid search? If so, how much is it going to cost? Are you going to be using SEO? Do you have the skills to market to the dog training niche? No, you want to go into a sub-market rather than a market itself. So don't go into dog training, don't go into guitar lessons, don't go into the top level keywords. Go into one level down. So instead of going for piano lessons, how about going in for pop piano lessons or jazz piano training, and niching in a market that you can target, reach, and succeed. Now, whether you target a person by profile or you target a niche, you need to understand is that there are various products out there, both physical and digital, that can help your market, can have a benefit to your market. So that's why you need to be doing your own research. So don't necessarily focus on a single product out there. Go out there and know what's out there, what's best. I mean, if you are promoting weight loss, for example, you can promote weight loss supplements, isn't it? And they may not be in the same network, because ClickBank is only digital products. So if you go to CJ, you may find, or Linkshare, you may find some related products that you can promote to. And of course, if you're targeting by profile, by a person, then you can promote a variety of related products, because it's going to fit the needs of the profile. Now, I would say, if you have not had a 10-20 page website with optimized content, I suggest you take this exercise and do it right now, because Google, as I said, is becoming very, very tight on single page websites. And don't say I didn't warn you about this. So 20 page content, and it's not as difficult as it seems, because you don't have to be writing the content. You can either write your own or outsource, and most of the time I outsource. I don't have time to write my own content. But I can do research, and it takes me no more than 10-15 minutes to research a new niche, come up with some keywords using my keyword tool, and outsource the article writing itself. Now this is where you need to understand, rarely do marketers only have one website throughout their entire life as an internet marketer. And I myself have over 100 domain names, and I have about 30 sites which are live at any one point in time. So the key here is to divide and conquer. And I know what you think, because you're saying, I have to buy new domains for different markets. The answer is yes. But the point is that when you have a multi-domain strategy, and each of your domains are able to dominate the search engines through SEO, for example, you start getting a multiplication effect in the traffic that you will attract. And don't forget that in basic SEO, having related websites pointing the links from one site to another site is going to help you developing the page rank of your site. So it's always a good idea to research. Now you start with one site, of course, yeah. But remember what I said, that you want to be dealing with related sites within that same niche. Now, when it comes to creating a site, don't spend too much time on it, because it is not the real value. Now, go and get a website builder. There are many good ones out there, like Excite Pro, for example, that helps you very easily create websites. There are many websites builder out there, but one of the biggest challenge I think beginners have is even configuring the menu, the left menu, the top menu, and sometimes it's difficult to even do something like that. Having body content is easy, but if you want a classy looking type of site, then my choice is to go for Excite Pro, because at the end of the day, it's going to save you a lot of headaches. I use Excite Pro, and I get my sites ranked really, really well, and Google loves my sites. So don't waste time, sometimes on free templates, and don't mess with templates too much as well. Go and get a website builder and focus on creating valuable content. Focus on SEO itself. Now, search engine optimization. If you don't know SEO and you're blogging, if you do not know SEO and you're doing other article marketing, let me tell you this: you're wasting your time. As long as you have words on a web page, go and learn SEO. I don't see how marketers can succeed online without having words on a web page. Because fundamentally, the internet is an information empire. People are looking for information products and services. Sometimes they buy, sometimes they don't. Okay, so I don't see how you can be very successful in internet marketing without a web page. Now, of course, don't compare it with those gurus who only press their email button to make money. Yeah, we're not talking about these people. We're talking about a beginner who wants to make a decent income online. Go and create a multi-page website and learn basic SEO. Next one, of course, use autoresponders. I guess it's just apparent that that very few marketers bother to use autoresponders. It's much more powerful than you think, and it can help you generate a lot of income. So why are you not using it? Now remember, the autoresponder system itself is a system. So when you're using autoresponder, you need to also plan for the emails, messages that you want the autoresponder to send to your mailing list. Now, I'm going to share with you, and of course, you rinse and repeat the action plan. Okay. Now I'm going to share with you the schematic diagram on the next slide to kind of explain to you what I mean by creating a multi-page website, plugging in your autoresponder, and the flow of it all. So here we go. So what you have is the multi-page website you see, and of course you use various traffic methods to drive traffic to your website. Now with the autoresponder, what happens is that you use your autoresponder as a primary method to build your list, of course. And just remember that if today with CPA or cost per action, it's pretty much like affiliate marketing, except that you are promoting free offers. And a free offer means that your subscriber signs up for a free offer and you get paid for the lead. Now obviously the payment or the price of the lead is not going to be high for a free offer. You may get paid $1, $2, $3 for a lead. But the point is this: if you're using free traffic, for example, or if you're using cheap traffic costs, and we're talking about the PPC, the Google AdWords Content Network, for example, where you can find clicks as low as 10 cents, 8 cents, 12 cents, then you're able to drive tons of traffic to your page, squeeze them for the email, and offer, if you have a free offer for a lead, then now you can squeeze them from an email, and when they click submit or register, you send them to the thank you page. Now what does the thank you page have? Well, your thank you page has the link to the free offer or a banner to the free offer. So you see, you place the offer on the thank you page itself. And when you're there, why not offer 2 or 3 more free offers on the page? Because no purchase is required. And if you can profile the person, then you know what he or she needs. Then now you can place more offers on the thank you page. Now, another point is that today with so many technologies out there, now you can place your autoresponder box on your web page itself, and if they don't respond, you can hit them with what we call an exit pop-up. An exit pop-up basically, pops up again with the autoresponder box to tell them to opt in. It is distracting, it's irritating, but what the heck, if they're going to leave anyway without giving you their email address, might as well irritate them once and get their email address. Yeah. So the whole bottom line is that the use of the autoresponder allows you to have different offers within email messages. Now, of course, when I say offers, I don't mean that you just want to pitch them endlessly. If not, they're going to unsubscribe. So I've given you just a schematic of what I call the 3-7-3 approach. For the first 3 days, offer them something for free. Give them a free report, help them. Or a free offer. A free offer is free, that's fine, And then take a break for about 7 days or a week. Now, why is this? Why is it that I'm recommending a 3 and followed by a break? Well, number one, if you are just doing, like 1 email a week, the problem is that 7 days go by and they would have forgotten who you are, and they may even trigger a spam complaint. Okay, so for the first 3 days, you want to kind of be a little bit more, you want to make sure that you get your mind share as well. Yeah, but after that, take a break and then do your next sequence of 1 to 3. So in this case, it's day 1 to 3, break for 7 days, and come back again and do 10, 11, 12, or 13. Now in this case, this is a second range of autoresponders that you would have to create in your system, and you can introduce a new product, offer new benefits or some testimonials which you have taken from the merchant page, and you can of course within one of the autoresponders heavily recommend the product itself. Now remember, there's really no loss for you because all these autoresponder messages are created one time only, and it runs on autopilot, and you honestly have nothing to lose. So all you do is you keep driving traffic and keep driving traffic and keep driving traffic. Now, of course, as I said, if you understand SEO, then by the fact that you have a multi-page website, you already are able to drive free traffic. But you can supplement your SEO traffic by writing articles, doing some social media, video, and the whole shebang list of traffic methods. The whole point is that in this system, what you see is that it's no longer a one product, one promotion calculation or break even or profit or loss. Because I see a lot of beginners doing that, isn't it? You pick a product from ClickBank and they pay $40 commission and you spend $80, so you have lost money, and you pause your campaign and you say this whole thing doesn't work. But if you had an autoresponder, a multi-page website, or even an occasional landing page or two on PPC, and you knew what these people wanted, you did some good research, I don't see how this cannot be a sustainable business for you. Because once the autoresponder message is created, it's on autopilot, your traffic comes in on autopilot, and regardless of whether you're away on a vacation or not, well, guess what? The website and autoresponder works for you and not the other way around. Now, is it that difficult to achieve this goal? Answer is no, absolutely not. I don't think it's that difficult to achieve such a goal. And remember that any message that you create in your email and autoresponder does not have to be search engine friendly. So I don't have to worry about that because it's email. Okay, it's email. So you can write whatever you want to write and let the autoresponder do the work for you. So again, when you take into account the back-end sales that you're going to make from your autoresponder and take the total commissions that you generate on a monthly basis, that's going to give you a number that may justify even bidding higher on PPC to drive traffic to a web page that has an autoresponder, because you need to calculate the commissions you're making on the back end through the autoresponder to figure out whether a campaign is worth the while or not. So if you have multiple products, then you stand to get a higher revenue per visitor. And mathematically, it's no more just calculating a break-even point based on the first product you're promoting. And that's why, and that explains why sometimes you see very seasoned marketers bidding, a high price even for a free offer. What the heck are they doing? Well, these people understand marketing. They understand the use of the email marketing system is so powerful. They understand SEO. They're getting free traffic, and therefore they really have a business. Now, one of the things you can do when you are interested in a particular niche, and I recommend you do this, is simply to look at the PPC ads that show up in the search engines, look at the organic results that show up in the search engines, and go and, if they have an autoresponder box, opt in, and you can learn their funnel process. You learn how they write emails. You get to learn how they go about pitching stuff to you. So the beauty of internet marketing is that it's not that difficult. There are other people who have done it before you, and all you need to do is to figure out what people have done and be better than them. In other words, learn from your competitors and be better than them. Now, if you can do that, let me tell you this, you'll be a very, very successful marketer. And I just have the last slide on the recommended tools. If you're new to internet marketing, for domain name, I use GoDaddy. For keyword research, I use my own Keyword Research Pro tool. Now, article writing, there are many sites out there that have good writers. I use guru.com very successfully. And the trick for article writing is to make sure that you choose a writer who has domain expertise in the subject that you want the person to write on. So for example, I had about 10 to 20 articles written on the topic of Texas Hold'em. That's one of my latest hobbies. And I made sure that the writer also knew about Texas Hold'em, and if better if the writer was also even a hobby poker player, because he or she would know how to write a decent on topic content for my site. And I decided to pay a little bit more. I paid between on average between $12 to $18 for an article, even though you can typically get $5 articles written, and minimum you need 10 articles, so that's about $50 for you. $50 for a 10-page website, original and unique content written to you. You get the copyright as well. So that's the beauty of getting other people to write, because you get the copyright as well. You can submit some of the articles to article directories, for example, and get backlinks. So it's not that difficult to build a multi-page website. Now, if you do not factor the time it takes to write an article, or the time it takes to write content, then building a multi-page website is really, really a fast process. It's not as difficult as you think. Yeah, I got my poker site up in a week because I had 2 writers to write different topics, and I had a WordPress template. All I had to do was, of course, to research the topics, give it to them, upload it, and there I was, done. A complete poker site. So it's not that difficult. Now, for website builder, of course, you can also use WordPress. WordPress today, if you have cPanel and Fantastical, you can build a WordPress site for free through 1 or 2 mouse clicks. Yeah, but WordPress is not that simple if you want to manipulate navigation, whereas Excite Pro or Excite ProSoft has very many professional looking templates, and it's just a joy to make changes easily. Okay, so it's up to you. And of course, for autoresponder service, I recommend Aweber because I'm using them right now, and they have been very, very reliable, and they offer standard features that should be available within any autoresponder service. Now, what to do right now is to take your questions if you have them. Now's a good time to be asking, and I will answer your questions in the order that I receive them. But before this, if you have learned something today, can I have you raise your hand just for the record? Okay, thank you for your hand raising. So I will spend about 15 minutes answering your questions if you have one, and I will answer it in the order that I receive it. So let's go ahead right now. The question is, what is a cookie cutter site? Could you give us more example? Well, a cookie cutter site is really just a site that is created for mass consumers. They typically have a lot of advertising, AdSense advertising on the top, on the left, on the right, and they really, I mean, it's the content is typically written poorly, despite what people say. Just remember that people who create sites like this also outsource the article writing, and they tend to outsource it for cheap, and therefore the content that you get back is typically very, very weak. Yeah, but most importantly is that you want to develop your own expertise, develop your own content, and build your own sites, so that when you contribute your site to the search engines index, Google sees your site as having value. Okay. Now the next question is this. I talk about adding value in a marketplace as an affiliate marketer. Do I have examples of value added marketing? Well, I have examples. It's just I'm not going to show it to you because at the end of the day, a lot of people want to see sites just to blindly copy stuff like that. Yeah. So I'll explain to you what is value added. Now, value added basically says that you have a site that solves people's problems. Now, remember, people are going online and they have problems and they have needs and they have wants. So your site adds value when you answer those questions and answer those problems. Now I'll give you a very specific answer. Example, sorry. Now if you are targeting a keyword like best foods to that burn fat, let's say there's such a topic. Now if this is the keyword and there's a search volume, now there obviously are people interested in, sorry, let's take the question as best ways to burn fat, for example, or to burn stomach fat. Yeah. Now these people have a specific need, and if you answer this question, the best ways to burn stomach fat, by giving workable, logical solutions, then you're adding value. Now if you're just rambling on about the best product out there, about fat burning or stomach flattening, you're not answering the question. Answer the question first and then recommend product. Are you following me so far? Now, so again, let me say this again. If people are asking you best ways to burn fat or best ways to burn stomach fat, answer the question first. And then your article, whether you write it or not, has to answer the question. Because if you don't answer the question and you start pitching, you're not adding value to the person. If anything, you're going to cheese off the person and you're going to lose a visitor. So answer the question or hire someone to answer the question properly, and then promote your product. That's fine. You say, oh, by the way, if you want to learn some techniques on stomach flattening, I found a very effective way, and recommend your product. That's fine. But not until you answer the question. Now, next one is what's my opinion on brute force SEO? I have no idea what that is. That is, I'm sorry, I can't answer the question, Charles. Yeah. Next one, I mentioned to buy multiple domain for keywords. Do you need to have different content for each domain site? Absolutely. When I say different domains or different websites, different URLs, I'm talking about you growing your content. So what I'm saying is this: rather than have a site on, let's say, model airplane, and having another site on dog training, for example, I'd rather you focus on a particular niche and build sites that have products that are related to that niche itself. So let's say you want to go into music lessons or music training, how to play the piano. Then maybe you have another site that says how to choose a piano, or how to choose or how to buy a piano, and then that becomes related. Now obviously the content has to be different, because if you slap similar content in different domains, you get what we call a duplicate content filter. In other words, you will find that one of this content does not get visibility in the search engines because it has content that's duplicate. The same thing is when you're going to buy product review templates with content already written. If you don't change the content, you're going to have a problem here, because these sites are typically cookie cutter, and therefore they're sold to 200-300 people with the same content. And if that's the case, then you're not going to get any juice from SEO itself. You're not going to get any benefit from SEO. Any other ways to promote ClickBank instead of using PPC? Well, as I said that already, I gave you the solution. You can learn and apply basic SEO. And if you really want to do PPC, as I said, then you probably want to have your autoresponder system all set up, because if you know, your autoresponder allows you to generate additional revenues for the same visitor. So if you're just promoting a single product from ClickBank and you're not making money, consider, as what I'm trying to tell you right now, go and get an autoresponder service. Now remember, even autoresponder emails can be outsourced. Yeah, you can get a writer to write on it. You can tell the writer, here are the keywords, here's the focus on this email. I'm going to be promoting this particular product. Please write a short review of the product. Or you can take content from the merchant itself, because this is not SEO content, this is email marketing content. And in many cases, the benefits of the product and everything else would have been explained by the merchant. So there's nothing wrong with taking the merchant's content and putting it in your email, because Google does not see your email that gets sent out. But if you are writing content on your web page, then I'm saying make sure that you have original content, because the search engines will score your content and decide whether or not it's good enough to be included in the index and ranked. But if it's email content, hey, no problem. Yeah, you can take content from the merchant. You can take the USP, the benefits, the testimonials from the merchant, put it into your responder, and let your autoresponder do the sending out of the email. Now, next question: if I want to submit articles to different sites, must the articles be unique? Well, it doesn't have to be unique, in the sense that you can submit the same article to different directories. But just remember that in today's world, you're not going to get much juice or credit by submitting to, let's say, thousands of article directories. I suggest you just keep it to the top 1, 2, or 3. Like, for example, make sure that your article goes into EZIN articles. Yeah, because Google does crawl EZIN articles a lot. It is good homepage page rank of page rank 6. And your article itself, because it's, well, within the EZIN articles domain, will build page rank, believe it or not. So EZIN articles is my top recommendation. You can find other secondary directories like maybe goarticles.com. But don't spend too much energy trying to submit your articles into 50 directories, for example, because it's going to be a waste of time. Now, next question is a bit more technical. Is the ClickBank gravity misleading? No luck with CB products while doing pretty well with share a sale. Well, Alex, that's what I'm trying to say. Well, most of the top selling products, the one with the high gravities, are the ones that are the exact same products that are being pushed by gurus and affiliate marketers. Now, gravity means for every unique affiliate promoting that generates a sale, the gravity goes up. So in typical product launches, you find products, generating 400-500 gravity points, and that means a lot of affiliates are promoting those products. And that's why I'm saying, you are better off if you understand or if you know how to promote, let's say, physical product from Amazon, either .com or .co.uk, for example. You're better off promoting those products because those are consumer products as opposed to marketing products. Yeah, and not have too much emphasis on ClickBank. ClickBank products work. It's just that I wouldn't put a lot of money in PPC to promote those products if that's the only way of generating income. If you're an autoresponder, you have a mailing list, sure, ClickBank products work very well. I mean, because we cannot just blanket ClickBank products and say that all ClickBank products are bad. I mean, I'm listing Keyword Research Pro in ClickBank, and I happen to think it's a good product. So I'm not trying to blame the network. I'm saying that be discerning about your marketing technique. What value are you adding to your end visitor? And how do you go about doing that? Next one, when creating multi-sites, is this one with multiple pages or separate domains? Now, I'm saying both. I'm saying that you want to have, now if you haven't started off, start by really, asking yourself, which niche do you have an interest in? I mean, like a real interest in. And develop domain expertise. Start with one domain name with multiple pages. Yeah, that's what I recommend. Now down the line, if you are going to be building a second site, I would rather you build a second site which is related to that of the first site. Now remember, if you have an autoresponder on the first site and now you build your second site, guess what? You can now build the same mailing list and your mailing list grows with the second site. Because if you're optimizing the second site as well as the first site, you will get more traffic coming in to a niche. And now you can use the same autoresponder messages. You can plug it into the same email marketing system that you're using right now because it's going to be the same audience. So you have a lot of benefit when you are focusing on a niche rather than using a shotgun approach to just randomly choosing products and randomly creating campaigns to promote random products. Now, next question is this. What happens if my web page or for affiliate appears the same as my merchant on the SEO page? How do I compete with them? I'm not sure I understand this question, Melissa. What happens if my web page for an affiliate product appears the same as my merchant on the SEO page? Now, this is where the secret lies. I'm not sure what your question is, but I'm going to answer based on what I think your question is. Now, if I choose a keyword, let's say it's a long tail keyword, yeah? And a long tail keyword by definition is, well, not competitive. Now, if I choose a long tail keyword, I will type in the keyword to look at who the top 10 guys are. Now, if I see the merchant on the top 10 for that keyword, I probably would not choose the keyword to optimize on. I mean, why should I do that? Now, the value, you need to understand this. Why do merchants pay affiliates to drive traffic? The answer is because the merchant does not have the ability to reach out to every single person on the internet. And that goes for keywords. There are tons of keywords out there. If you take weight loss, there are tons of related words. I mean, look at self-help. What does self-help mean? If you look at the self-help niche, there are dozens or hundreds of words that relate to self-help. Because what does self-help mean? Is it about financial freedom? Is it about stress? Is it about memory improvement? And therefore, the affiliate program is designed to reward affiliates that help the merchant generate new sales in undiscovered markets. So that's the key. Undiscovered markets, and your job is to find keywords where the merchant is not on page 1 for the keyword, because that is the undiscovered market. And when you do your SEOs and you rank for that keyword that you targeted, now you are creating a new channel to promote the merchant's product. And because none of the PPC ads there, neither the organic ads, talk about this product you're promoting and assume that you have chosen the right product, that's where you add the value. You're introducing a solution to a market that didn't know about the solution. That's your value as an affiliate marketer. Next question. Are you able to view the replay? The answer is yes, definitely. Now, where to get free keyword research tool other than Google keyword research tool? And how to research for easy articles? Well, why do you need other free tools other than Google keyword research? I can name you some. You can go to freewordtrackertool.com. That's FREEWORDTRACKERTOOL.com. It's a pretty good free tool. But today, with Google telling us the keywords and the ability to mine long tail keywords directly from Google's database, I would say that's the best and most accurate way to do your keyword research. And therefore, in Keyword Research Pro, that is the primary database that we use to mine keywords, because it makes sense, isn't it? You want to rank for Google, you want to get traffic from Google, and Google hasn't shown to be inaccurate in its keywords or volume data, so why go elsewhere? Now, for Ezine articles, when you go to Ezine articles, and that's EZINEARTICLES.com, you can use Ezine articles, enter your niche keyword to find topics, topics to write content on. So that's really one cool way to figure out what kind of article should I be writing for my keyword. Well, enter your keyword in Ezine articles to generate ideas, and just make sure that you don't duplicate your article topic with those existing ones. How to get copyright if we get other people to write for us? Well, the copyright belongs to you when you hire someone to write an article. It's called work for hire. So you automatically get the copyright because you're paying someone to write content on your behalf. So that's your copyright that you get for the articles. Now, would I have special pricing for Excite ProSoft? I maybe, but not at this moment. I'll keep you updated. Now, next one is besides avoiding course and ebooks that tout fake earnings or sell false hopes, what are some useful points to consider when selecting a program? How do we do a good evaluation? And this is a tough question, and depending on where you are, if you're in Singapore, why don't you consider learning from someone local, like myself, for example. That's tough, because the truth is that many people. The truth is this, that I don't really consider myself as an internet guru per se, and therefore I refuse to join those big boys network, because I don't want to be prostituting their products or be obliged to prostitute their products to you, and because of that, they don't promote my products either, which is all well and good. But the majority of people who try to learn internet marketing on their own by searching in Google and evolving forum to forum, you will stumble across those big time gurus who peddle crappy products, and there's really no way to avoid them. I suggest, if you have the opportunity to attend live training, I suggest you invest in live training. Real person, face to face, interactive, good support, because you will find in many cases that while the live training costs you a lot more, it's going to save you a lot of time and frustration. And to be honest with you, I'm sure a lot of my customers in the US would love to attend my live training. It's just that up to this point, that's not economical. But if you're in Singapore, Malaysia, or Indonesia, and you bump across me, or you bump across any of my ads, come and say hi, because I have ample proof that my methods work, and I've generated a lot of success stories. But this webinar is not about me. This webinar is about telling you what to avoid in that sense. Again, if you're Singapore and Malaysia, we are launching Asia Internet Congress. You can go to ASIAINTERNETCONGRESS.com. Asia Internet Congress.com. It's a live a multi-speaker event that I'm organizing, and it's in October 2009. You can go to the website for more details. Yeah. Now, any free autoresponders? Well, Charles, why do you want a free autoresponder service? I think GetResponse has a free autoresponder service, but it is ad supported. Okay, in other words, I think GetResponse in the thank you page shows their ad instead of your ad. Come on, it's a $15 solution. If this is a business, the autoresponder will make more money for you than you can make for yourself. So invest in a good service like Aweber. If you want to go GetResponse, that's fine as well. But it's a serious tool. Okay, it doesn't cost you more than $15-20 a month. For your information, I'm using Infusionsoft. And don't bother writing down the URL because it's a $600 solution. I'm paying $600 a month for my autoresponder service. It's because I understand the value of email marketing in my business, even though I don't send out a lot of emails. But mailing lists and being able to segment and all those kind of nice little things are very, very important. Next one, on the subject of unique content, is this the same article on the same domain, or is this the same article on a different domain? Please discuss this. Now, unique content means what it means. It means unique. No one else in the internet has the same content as you. Doesn't matter whether it's on the same domain or on a different domain. Now, if you have content on 2 pages of your website, 2 URLs, having exactly the same content, that is also considered duplicate content. So let's understand, Google has an automatic duplicate content, not penalty, but filter to ensure that the top results are not duplicated, because it's not going to add value. It makes no sense for Google to show, let's say, 10 pages on page 1 and all are the same article, even if it's submitted to different article directories. It makes no sense for them. And all it's going to do is to reduce user experience. Now remember, user experience for Google is tied to what? It's tied to the traffic they receive. The traffic they receive is tied to the number of clicks they get for their PPC ads. And it's going to tie to the revenue they achieve. And it's going to, again, tie down to shareholder value. So, of course, Google's very concerned that they want to make sure that people who go to Google to search, regardless of whether they have any intention of buying anything or not, that these people have content that is of value, or read content on Google's web from Google search engines that are of value. Next one, and I think I have more than enough questions, so I asked you, I guess, stop asking the questions right now, and I just want to finish up those that I have right now before I end this webinar. Next one, do you mean by having many related affiliate products to be in your website is good way in IM? No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that if you add value to your visitor the first time, the second time, and the third time, it's very likely that they'll listen to you the fourth time. If all you try to do is to pitch to people, the first opportunity you have, it's going to be a one-time pitch. Think relationship marketing. Relationship marketing, yeah. And that's the way you develop loyalty, you develop your brand for yourself even. Because people respect you. And you don't portray yourself as desperate for income by pitching to people products every other day to make a living. So don't follow the leader, so-called blindly. Many of these gurus or gurus wannabe do this because that's the only way they're making a living right now. They have no other passive income. And that's why they trigger the email so often. Yeah, so they have no regard for you, and they have more regard for themselves than for you. So don't follow these people. They are not good examples. That's why I'm saying. Next one is a question. If my content is similar with my competitor, will I get bad ranking because it's similar? Well, the point is that you should know whether your content is similar or not. And one way is to go to Copyscape, that's COPYSCAPE.com, copyscape.com, to check how unique your content is. And you can do this before you pay the writer even. Because what happens when you outsource your articles is that you first pay the company who keeps your funds in escrow, and the content writer would pass back the content to you, and all you can do is to basically upload your content even in a text file and check with Copyscape, which is a free service, how unique the content. And if the content is not unique, you can make a complaint and refuse to pay the writer. But anyway, when you actually submit your content, it is quite well known that content is by nature has to be unique and not used before, and that's why you're paying. You're paying someone to write original content. Next one, is it advisable to outsource content writing on a niche you do not have domain expertise? This is a very interesting question. The thing is that if you decide to go into a niche without domain expertise, well, number one, you are a little bit handicapped, because how do you know what the writer's writing about? I mean, if you go into, let's say, weight loss and you have no clue what it's all about, how do you know whether what is written makes sense? So what I'm saying is that I'm not saying that you only must go into domains that you have an expertise on. I'm saying you should start to gain an appreciation. So if you want to go into weight loss, for example, no problem. Get someone to write content for you, but start to be interested in the topic that you want to focus on. I mean, how do you add value to your visitors when your visitors probably know more than you? I mean, for example, how do you promote golf clubs, golf training, for example, when the likelihood of people buying those products are real golfers when you've never even hit a golf ball? Does it make sense? Yeah, so that's why I'm saying this. I'm not saying that you have to go out there in the driving range. I'm saying that have an appreciation of the topic, at least, even from a technical perspective. Yeah, at least from a technical perspective. Go and buy a book or two, go and buy a magazine or two, have an interest, and then I personally believe that you'll be more successful in that way. Now, how to put backlinks on a website? Well, that's a little bit technical. I don't think I can explain to you right now, but well, you should basically just use a software, and typically it's called hyperlink, and then you just place the link on the hyperlink box, and it goes onto your web page itself. Article writing, as I said, that it starts off with you choosing the right keywords. Yeah, let's understand that as long as you have words on a web page, you should be focusing your content of the article based on the keywords you want to rank on, and not the other way around. So you're writing content because you have targeted a long tail keyword and you want to rank for that keyword, and therefore the topic of the article certainly has to revolve around that keyword. I hope I'm making sense here. Yeah. Next question is, are web pages like thank you page and relevant if I do business using PPC? What if clients do not want extra features in their websites? Now, I'm not sure what you're talking about here or what you're referring to, but if you're talking about you offering services, then autoresponder as a service becomes a great value that you offer to your client. Yeah, and if you do not want it, of course, then don't offer it. But an autoresponder can help any business out there, because you can use autoresponders for many purposes. I mean, if your client is, let's say, selling golf clubs, yeah, why not have an autoresponder that offers a 7-day e-course? And no one's saying that autoresponder has to be text. Your autoresponder could link to videos. So you could have 7 videos, one for each day, and you're sending out an email that says, here is day 1 of the golf training tips, to link to a YouTube video, for example. So there are many creative ways to use an autoresponder, and not just to be merely sending text. Next one, in ClickBank, there are parts that show gravity is how much. Is it still possible to promote them? Well, the thing is that I would not be so concerned about the gravity of a product as opposed to the quality of the product and the quality of the landing page. Because gravity just tells you the product is popularly promoted, is is popular with affiliates. It does not tell you that the product is of good quality. Yeah, and sometimes, the only way to know the quality of the product is to buy the product itself. And those people who are serious, when I do a review, and you see when you go to fabianlim.name and you see reviews, those are real reviews because I've reviewed products. And sometimes I buy a product and it doesn't meet my needs. It's a bad product. I don't write a review. Okay, so most of the time, if you want to be successful, make it real. Have domain expertise. I mean, again, think about it. Yeah, if just think of your visitor online as your friend. Are you going to lie to your friend and give your friend advice when you have no expertise in a particular topic? Yeah. So now, all of you here, if you have experience in internet marketing, which you do, most of you do, then that's fine. Then you can be a mentor or coach to other people, and you can play in the IM niche. No one's stopping you from becoming your little own IM guru as well. Yeah. But what we're saying is that you want to have some form of expertise because that's where you will be able to succeed in the longer term. Next question: for a beginner, it would take a long time to build an email list, a big email list. Any faster way? Some good autoresponder services do sell email lists. What's your opinion? You're talking about a faster way to build a list. Let me tell you this. I have tried all methods before. I've tried cold registration, which is essentially buying a service that dumps real emails or supposedly real emails into your own autoresponder. And I tell you this, the response typically sucks because people don't just follow people blindly. They follow the person. And when they opt in, they're hoping to learn something more from you. So how do you outsource the developing the expertise around your name and you as a person? It's difficult to do that. And here's the truth. I have much smaller an email list than many of the big gurus. But let me tell you this, when I participate in an affiliate promotion, I can typically outpull gurus with a much, much, much bigger list than I do. Why? Because I respect my list. I do not send emails every week to promote crappy product. So most of the time when I do make a recommendation, and of course I do offer a bonus as well, yeah, most people who know me and who understand that I give a serious recommendation would rather buy the product from me. And most of the time, my bonus is a webinar, yeah, because what better bonus than teaching or helping that person how to maximize the use of the product which I am saying is good. See, so I don't like create worthless bonuses. I don't give you like private label products, for example, or master reprint rights and flood your laptop with digital dust. I actually teach you how to use the product better. And it works for me. I'm not saying that you have to do it, but I'm saying that you, in your own capacity as an internet marketer in your journey, you can have your own blog. Why not? Buy your own name, load up a WordPress, and blog about internet marketing, blog about all aspects of internet marketing. Build a list there. Because down the line, you have your own influence, you have your own channels to grow your list. Like, for example, I don't use PPC to grow my own list. I don't do anything with my own list. In fact, I don't even build my list pretty much. And people on my list happen to be my students, happen to be people who buy my products, and so on and so forth. I don't really do active list building. But because, again, as I said, I have a very different mindset, in that I don't need a big list to become very successful. I don't have to depend on email marketing to be successful. You have to figure out what is best for you. And if you say that, well, Fabian, I think that I want to be in the internet marketing niche to help other people succeed online, and that's fine. Go and buy your own domain name, starting with your name itself. Get a WordPress blog. Start blogging about internet marketing. Start blogging about techniques. And then when the next internet marketing product comes out that is useful and you recommend it to people and people like your recommendation, that's how you start building your list and building your reputation. Can you use Ezine article to link to a ClickBank affiliate product? Well, Ezine articles have certain rules regarding links and affiliate promotions. You have to go and read about it. As far as I know, you need your own domain still So you can't directly link to a merchant with a naked affiliate link. You still need to redirect to your site. So that's what I think it is. Now, next question is, where can I learn more about making pages for websites, layouts, and topic content, and how to make sure the sense flow into it? I'm not sure that. I think Excite Pro has a lot of tutorials on that. But if you're talking about website layout and content and structure, you're talking about SEO, search engine optimization. Yeah, and what I'm doing over the next couple of weeks is to digitize my popular DVD set known as SEO Demystified and PPC Demystified, and I'm just doing a digital version of that. And if you're interested, probably sometime in October, the I probably can release my DVDs on a digital format so that people around the world can benefit from my SEO or PPC training. Yeah, but other than that, I say go and be a student of SEO because it is so important, a skill. Can I sell membership on ClickBank? I'm not sure, but if you're talking about are there ClickBank products that pay you on a recurring basis? Yes, they are today. And what it means is that if you promote a membership and the person continues to be a member, you continue to be paid. But again, as I said, most important is to be selective about the solutions and products that you promote because people will remember you if you promote a bad product. A question on redirect. Do you leave any cookie on your website when someone clicks on a link? The answer is yes. The way an affiliate program recognizes you as the referrer is by dropping a cookie on your visitor's computer when they click on your affiliate link. That is really this normal process. Next question, and I'm just going to limit it to the last. I think I have last 8. Can I ask you to stop asking me questions, right? Because I really don't want to have any question unanswered before I end this webinar. Now, next one. As a business consultant, how can I think of a keyword if I engage 2 websites with the same industry, for example, 2 clinics? That's a very interesting question. Now, here's my answer because as a consultant, you engage, yeah, similar people within the same segment or a similar professional within the same segment. And my answer is always this: there's always differentiation from one client to the next client. So let's say you're doing consultancy or SEO consultancy. Now, will competitors share the same primary keyword? The answer is yes. But will competitors have different product offerings? The answer is yes. Now, when it comes to content, what I'm saying is very clear. Even if you work for 2 similar businesses, now let's say, for example, you're dealing with 2 dentists, and you want to optimize for, let's say, Dentist Singapore or Dentist Australia, or florist for that matter. The point is that every business has a different USP, unique selling proposition. Now, in many cases, when you're doing work for the client, the content is going to come from the client because the client knows the business better. You're not going to go to Easing articles or you're not going to go to some third-party writer to write content. If you are dealing with a real business, chances are that the business owner themselves is going to provide you content. And because of that, you are not going to have the same content for the same keyword. Okay. Now the other point as well is that different business owners have different goals for engaging you, and they just need to understand that getting to the top of a competitive keyword, let's say Florist Australia or Florist Sydney or Florist Singapore, is pretty much an off-page optimization work, which they may or may not be willing to pay you to get this done. So I don't see any problem in serving 2 clients within the same industry because they have their own expertise and unique selling proposition. Now, next question is to promote an affiliate product, is it better to create a landing page or a website? My answer is going to surprise you. You create a website when you are counting on SEO to help you drive traffic. When you are driving traffic using PPC, you almost always want to land on a landing page. So let me say this again. When you are using SEO, you want to have a multi-page website. I did say that. But when you're using PPC, even if it's going to land on the same domain, you probably want to have a landing page. And the reason is because you don't want to have navigation menu links on the visitor that lands through your PPC campaign. Why? Because you're paying for the campaign. You're paying for the visit. And therefore you need a very clear focus, a clearly focused landing page with a clear call to action if you want to convert. So it makes a big difference. I see many people drive PPC traffic to their web page, to their home page even. No clear to action, no call, no contact us, no free trials, no nothing. And the conversion is going to hit you. So when you are driving traffic via PPC, almost always drive it to a landing page. Now, next question is how to make sure that our articles are copyrighted and they'll be the first article indexed by Google. Well, number one, if you have unique content, unique content means that you should only have that content on your web page. Now, if you want to have the same topic or the same keyword with an article submitted in, let's say, easy articles, the suggestion I have for you is this: go and get someone else to write the content for the same keyword, but do not use the same article from your web page. Pay someone else to go and write an article for the same keyword and use that article for easy articles, and that way you don't have to deal with duplicate content issues. Next one, will I ever record any of my live webinars to promote to my students? And interesting question, and the answer is very unlikely. Okay, very unlikely. And the reason why I don't record my live, well, I'm not sure whether you're referring to live webinars or live training. If the answer is live training, the answer is no. I like to keep the live training personal to people in the room, and typically the live training is very high value, and that's why I do not record it and sell it as a product. And in many instances, the effect is very different. You know, when you're coming for live training, you're sitting in front of me and you're hearing me talk. You know, you can feel the energy, you can feel the focus, as opposed to listening it via, let's say, a webinar. You know, where you're probably eating your McDonald's and French fries while listening to me right now, or watching TV even. The focus is very different. Now, do I record webinars to promote it to my students? Yes, I do. I mean, I think webinars are the next best approach to learn, because even though you're as far as in the United States or in UK or wherever you are, you can still learn from me. And webinars are typically short, you know, under 2 hours, for example. And I like to keep my webinars under 2 hours because there's only so much you can learn through a recording, and it gets your brain dead very quickly. Whereas in live training, I go from, you know, let's say 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. It's very intense, and there's no way I can recreate the same 12-hour experience via a webinar approach. So again, you know, different strokes for different folks, yeah. Okay, down to my last few questions. When outsourcing articles or ebooks, you mentioned we own the copyright. I said yes, that's true. How to show proof or ensure this or any legal document involved? Well, it depends. I mean, if you're some big time marketer, or I mean, the point is this: no one's going to come to you and accuse you of a breach of copyright, for example. And if you have done your homework by doing a proper copyscape, then I wouldn't worry if I were you, because there are many ways to prove that your content was there before them. For example, the date of the content itself. for example, would be proof. The date your page was indexed by Google would be proof as well, and so on and so forth. Yeah. Next question, can I recommend a payment system that takes credit cards? Well, I would say PayPal. Yeah, PayPal-merchant.com. That's PayPal-merchant.com. It's the most common payment processing solution today, and it's free. So that's what I would suggest you do right now. It's free. Next one. There are some internet gurus that says once you have built up your sales page and it's creating massive revenue, you can let it run on autopilot. Is it still true to today? I'm not sure it's ever true, honestly. Every product, if you do a big bang approach and you're doing a big product launch, you're going to make massive sales in the first 7 days, 10 days, 12 days. Now, once the launch is over, you will see sales taper. Now, if your product is crappy, it will see taper to zero. And many guru launches are typically that kind. They can be launching a membership service and tell the whole world how great it is and limited to the first 500 people. But the truth is this, they will sell $100 membership to 500 people and say they made $500,000. But guess what? Well, probably 50% of them, of the members, will either trigger a refund or quit within the third month. And after a while, it becomes not cost effective even for these people to continue running the service, because if there are only like 50 people paying for the service, it's not profitable. And they close on the site and they make a 2.0 and they now relaunch the site version 2.0 and they do a massive launch again and so on and so forth. So my point is that, if you ask me, autopilot, now can you make money on autopilot? Yes, but there must be some system, isn't it? And to me, if you understand SEO and you get search traffic, well, that is as an honest to goodness autopilot system that I can think of, along with the autoresponders, with good content pages being optimized in the search engines. Yeah, that's probably as pure as an autopilot system online that I can think of. Anything else I think is probably pretty hokey. Copyscape is no longer free. I didn't know that. Yeah, I would have thought they have a free service, but if not, there are Copyscape alternatives. I think there's Google for Copyscape, and you would find alternative services out there anyway. They are. I'm very sure about that. Now, if I have a Facebook account or Twitter, can it be considered a blog? No, it's not considered a blog. A Facebook account is a Facebook account, and a Twitter account is a Twitter account. A blog is, a personal diary, and if you want a blog, go to blogger.com and get a free blogging account. Okay, and that can be a start. Next question. How many times a keyword should appear in the article of 300 to 500 words? Well, it should appear only enough to make the search engines know what your topic is about. So I wouldn't repeat the keywords many times, contrary to what a lot of people and some SEO experts tell you. 5%, 10%, that's all rubbish. Yeah, as long as your keyword is in your article and perhaps your first paragraph, okay, don't repeat your keyword more than it should. So don't repeat your keyword for the sake of repeating it. There has to be a reason why you want to repeat your keyword. There are so many other words that you should be placing in the content of your article, like synonyms, abbreviations, names of experts. You want your content to be content rich rather than just that primary keyword and repeating it many times. Okay? Can I use a blog to do affiliate marketing? Sure, you can. No problem. Yeah, you can use a blog to do affiliate marketing because it is content on a web page. Next one, why do I recommend Excite ProSoft versus many free website builders out there? How is this software different compared to the free choices out there? Now remember, free is not always free. There are many other website builders out there, but number one, they either get a link back from you. Number two, you can't upload it on your own domain. I mean, there are always restrictions. And what I like about Excite ProSoft is that number one, it is built to be very SEO friendly. It has a lot of features that makes site building really quick. In fact, I can put together an Excite Pro site within 20 minutes if you give me 10 pages of article, because all I do is I cut and paste the content from my text file onto Excite Pro. I define my navigation, and it does all the rest, including creating the sitemap for you on autopilot, and you're able to upload everything from within the software. So there are many other SEO friendly features that makes Excite Pro Soft a worthwhile investment. You read their sales page, okay? Read their sales page, because they do have a lot of additional features other than just being able to put your content online. A blog is only one page. No, a blog is a multi-page website as well. Okay, but just for the record, you can optimize a single page landing page. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying that Google is starting not to like single page landing page that exists on its own. Now, if a landing page is on a domain that has credible content, I believe that down the line, it's going to do you more good than harm. Because remember, the search engines can always change their rules, the rules of engagement. And when they change the rules, it's because they're tightening up their belt to try to filter out low quality sites. Just understand this. So if you start off internet marketing by building solid content, quality sites, then you don't have to worry about the next change. The only people that worry about the change is really people that live out of fear, because the sites either suck, no valuable content, or using a method that probably has no longevity on it. Any suggestions on how to promote Amazon products today? Well, very carefully, I guess. If you're doing amazon.co.uk and you came from my live training, you know the specific techniques which I shared with you. If you want to do amazon.com, then you need a landing page, and the same rules apply. You can do your SEOs. You can do PPC with a landing page, or SEO with a landing page, because you cannot direct link to amazon.com today. Next one, PPC has changed a lot since you have been following me. Okay, one of my older students, not older as in age, but it's been a while since I've seen him, Joe Tai. Yeah, so where is it going? Well, it's going more specific, and quality score, click-through rates, quality, user experience all becomes part of the equation as well. Now, if you can wait for my ebook to come out, AdWords Code, that's AdWordsCode.com, then I will share with you exactly where Google is going. Okay. Right. Thank you for the clarification. Copyscape still offers free service, but limited, and it's fine. And I think that is limited is more than enough for you. I mean, you won't be copyscaping hundreds of pages. Yeah, if you're doing, I'm not sure, 5, 10, I think it should be okay. And I'll be organizing similar webinars down the line. I hope that you will continue to learn in whatever way you can. So thank you for being on this webinar. I appreciate your questions and for making this webinar a more exciting one. Thank you everyone, and have a nice day. Bye bye.